Morning to everybody out there in YouTube land who's watching this morning. Hope you enjoy the proceedings this morning.
Yeah, like and subscribe. Judge.
What's up, court nerds? Time to get served. It's your boy Phil. No court, no problem. Monday, it's President's Day, but we still got clips. How we doing, everybody? Merch has been getting sold. Members get 10% off using code Manning in Teespring. I got it in different colors. It says pre-trial across the thing. Thank you everybody who bought them. Also, in another week, I just had a brand new overlay that's coming, a whole new revamp of the logo. We're moving up in the LawTube world. It's going to be very interactive. It's going to be able to have polls, real-time polls, so we could vote. We could do our rankings, just a whole nother level of LawTube instead of just showing clips, you know, because it's all about the community, and I love interacting with you guys, so I'm doing everything I can with the live streams so you guys can actually be involved in the live and dictate the clips we are going to play. All right, so now the stars of our show. All right, I also have a surprise. I've been getting requests for Carpentersville. I'm going to play that later also. Bindergate. And also I have a surprise. I don't know if you've ever seen this before on YouTube, but this guy is a hit. He's like the star of a Scranton city council meeting, and it's unbelievable. So let's start the show with the magistrate from El Paso. Let's get it going.
Maybe I said it too fast and said it right by you.
Yes, Judge. I think in Spanish you're like 10 times faster.
Yeah. The Facebook fans are going to appreciate that, okay?
Yes, I think
the
they love when
they
they
appreciate
yeah.
that.
I think they love when you speak Spanish.
Yeah. You know, when I spoke Spanish, the only ones I know spoke a lot faster than I do are the Cubans. Now those guys put me to shame, you know. They talk
Yes.
real fast. The Cubans, when they talk Spanish.
Yes. Those are very fast.
Yeah.
I don't know how they do it. That's
Yeah.
crazy.
I know we have too many Cuban defendants, but a few years back we were having, when we had the deal with the Marielitos, you know, back like 20, 30 years ago, you know, and we would get some defendants got filtered over here and they would just.
Well, Judge, that reminds me, back in my Boy Scout days, I was rafting on a river in backwoods Tennessee, and 'cause I grew up in Georgia.
Yeah.
We're going down the river, and I see a guy fishing on the shore, and I'm like, hey, did you catch anything?
Yeah.
And his response was, a ding a ding a ding a ding a ding a ding a ding. And I'm like, what was that? He's like, a ding a ding a ding a ding. I'm like, oh, okay, good.
I swear to God, these guys on El Paso, they are watching everything we're doing in YouTube land, because I know I'm part of the regulars on Saturday, and I know there's a couple of you in the comments right now, like Monica, Laura. You guys know who you are. We're in there. He knows exactly who we are. And but he got a little rude in the beginning, which is hysterical. And he mentioned my girl Antropolis, that he said, and he keeps bringing her up. So in his video feed, Antropolis must have been posted. And I'm trying to get in touch with her. So if anyone's in touch with Antrop, tell her that I have this clip. It's actually online, I think, still. And so I'm going to play it for you. And then the case that he hears right after, he warns Antropolis of no video recording or making fun of YouTubes, but yet they're yucking it up. This guy's making this district attorney was making jokes to the camera all day on Saturday because they know we're watching it. They're loving this. It's hysterical. Listen, we're not doing anything bad. All right, so let's go to the next one where he talks to Antropolis. Oh, she has it, Monica? Okay, cool. It's hysterical. I'm giving her a shout out because it's fantastic. I can't wait till they say, time served, stop playing my videos. I can't wait. Then I know I made it.
All right, good morning, everyone. We're conducting 40-hour bond hearings for February 18, 2023. This proceeding is being conducted via video conference. and heard in accordance and in compliance with the emergency orders of several appellate courts in the state of Texas regarding the COVID-19 state of disaster, the guidance and directives issued by the Office of Court Administration, as well as the El Paso County Council of Judges statement to the Attorney of El Paso Bar in response to coronavirus. This session is being live streamed on YouTube. No one is permitted to record any portion of the session. Invited to face contempt of court charges. That means taking still photography, making copies, making funny videos about it, i.e. we're talking about Metropolis on YouTube. Nobody's permitted to do that. You find out who you are, face contempt of court charges. All right. Let me just step up for a second while I wait for that.
Yeah, right. He definitely was like, somebody told him he had to say that because he loves it. He says hello, YouTube land. Come on, he loves it. All right. So and then this case is actually really good. I know a lot of you have seen it. If you haven't seen it, this is a really good case. Kid going human smuggling.
Come in, okay? Late. All right. Good morning, Ms. Franco.
Morning, Judge. Good morning, everybody.
All right. So we're going to be starting with Ms. Solis has a client by the name of Josue Rivera. He's going to be the first one, okay? It's a smuggling and then evading with a vehicle, which has been my favorite pet peeve lately.
I'm sorry, which one was that?
On
Judge?
trial.
Rivera,
And on
Josue.
trial.
Thank you.
Adam, when you get a chance, would you mind just emailing me the complaint, the report?
Yeah, let's see. On Rivera, you're representing Rivera? Okay.
Yes.
Yeah,
Thank you.
I'll try to email that right now.
All right, sir. Do you speak English, okay? English speaker or Spanish speaker, Mr. Solis? Spanish, okay. Bueno, señor, mire, las audiencias son conducidas en inglés. Si usted quiere que pidamos un intérprete, tengo que cambiar la audiencia probablemente como hasta el martes en la mañana porque hoy es fin de semana y no tenemos intérpretes disponibles. O podemos proceder en inglés después que terminemos con la audiencia. Su licenciada le explica qué fue lo que pasó.
Sí, en inglés está bien.
Okay, it's okay to proceed.
Thank you.
So está aquí.
There she is, the star of the show. I can't wait for my name to I can't wait to be scolded on Trop. You were scolded. I love it. I want to be scolded. That's when I know I made it. I want Middleton to yell at me.
Por dos cargos, señor. Uno por contrabandear a personas y otro por evadiendo aprehensión. Oops, they disappeared. Hold on a second. Okay. I wonder what happened. Hold on, let's just wait. It looks like the jail might be having technical issues.
I played them both for you. I gave you credit. You deserve credit on that one, on Trop.
All righty. In the meantime, Mr. Shibra, are there any special requests from your part, 3 days, anything like that?
No, Judge, I was not going to.
Okay, no, just making sure.
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, there we go. Then we'll go over other housekeeping matters with Mr. Simon after I finish this hearing, okay?
Okay.
I'm sorry, Judge. What was that last part?
We'll go over a couple of housekeeping matters here after we're finished with this hearing, okay?
Yes, Judge.
All right. Bueno, como lo está diciendo, señor, antes que fuimos interrumpidos, tiene dos cargos, ¿ok? Uno por contrabando de personas y otro por evadiendo aprehensión o huirle a los oficiales en un vehículo. Los delitos son muy serios, ¿ok? Su licenciada es la señorita Solís, que va a presentar pruebas para tratar de convencerme que le rebaje la fianza. Después voy a escuchar del procurador Chebrier y después voy a tomar mi decisión, qué es lo que pasa. Basically, what I told him is that he's here on 2 felony charges, smuggling of persons and evading arrest or detention with a motor vehicle. He's being represented by Ms. Solís. That she's going to be presenting evidence on his behalf. After that, I'll hear from you, Mr. Chebrier, and then we'll make a decision as to what happens to his bond. All right, Ms. Solís, go ahead.
Yes, Your Honor. Your Honor, my client's 18 years old. He is a U.S. citizen. He attended Pebble Hills High School. He's currently living with his mom and his stepfather at 317 Apodaca in El Paso, Texas, 79907. We spoke with him and he's working at a restaurant. It's called Cerveceria 19. He works in the kitchen. He has no history, Judge. Like I said, he has his family here in El Paso. No adult history, no juvenile history. And again, he is a U.S. citizen. I spoke with the family, Your Honor, and the issue are the bond amounts and the collateral issue as well. So we'd respectfully request if the court would consider $5,000 cash surety with PR components on the smuggling of persons, and if the court would possibly consider a $2,500 to $5,000 cash surety on the evading arrest with vehicle. We did speak with Mr. Rivera, and we indicated to him that if the court were to allow him some bond reductions, obviously there's going to be a lot of conditions. He'd have to remain in El Paso, and he's completely aware of that, Your Honor.
All right. I show no criminal history. Is that correct, Mr. Shibri?
I showed no criminal history, Judge.
All right. Basically, it's a seatbelt violation of some of the people in the car, and I think there's some other traffic violation. They try to stop him, and this is where the concerning part starts. Starts driving very recklessly on the roadway over 100 miles per hour, putting people in danger. Eventually crashes into the exit, into one of the exit parts of Executive Center. He had like 7 individuals, and some were. How many documents do you have, Mr. Shibri? Can I read my own handwriting?
It is a little unclear because the last paragraph says 7 undocumented persons, and then the middle paragraph says a total of 5. Let's see.
I don't know if he might have a passenger in any event. All right.
Yeah.
Like I told you, right now those evading are becoming very concerning to the court because we're getting some very near fatalities, and the court is very, very looking hard at those. On the smuggling, it's going to be 5,000. On the evading, it's going to be 10,000. Cash or surety, no PR bond.
Your Honor, sorry to interrupt, but Judge, just from speaking with the family, I mean, they're aware of the accident and everything. Even if there would be some conditions where he's not to drive or anything, would the court consider at least a 5,000 on the evading?
At this point in time, no, ma'am.
No? Okay.
Right.
Thank you.
Bueno, señor, después de que la Corte escuchó todo lo que su abogada licenciada presentó, lo que me dijo el procurador, la Corte le va a rebajar la fianza en el de contrabando de personas a 5,000, el de evadiendo aprehensión a $10,000, ¿ok? La razón por qué no rebajó más, porque esos cargos están causando muchos problemas, especialmente los de cuando le tratan de huir de los oficiales, muchos problemas.
Momento, por favor.
No le voy a rebajar más la fianza en ese. Todo lo que tenga que decir, dígaselo a su licenciada, señor, pero por el día de hoy eso es todo. All right. Thank you, Mr. Liz, your excuse.
Thank you, Your Honor. Thank you. Thank you, Adam.
Yes, ma'am.
Laura, Mama tried. Thank you. Welcome, official nerds and VIP nerd. Welcome, Antropolis, the star of the show today. I had to put her in there today. Love Antrop's videos. All right, now we all know how I love the Honorable Goggins. Have you ever seen him chilling with the boys? He is literally chilling with the homies on Zoom. I don't know if any of you seen this. This is a bonus clip that I've been hiding, saving it for President's Day.
Motorola, Motor G Pure, anybody?
Chilling with the homies, yo.
Nobody?
You bought me.
Mr. Kuchar, you're all set, I believe. I'm gonna get you in just a minute.
Thank you.
Oh, it's Walker, Diedrich. These are all brought back in. I think that's it. Yeah, I saw that. Oh. No, the DACA. Okay. It's like coming in.
I can't stand the battery.
Mr. Hatcher, let's get yours done here. You I issued a bench warrant for failing to appear earlier.
Yeah, I know. That's what I
That'd
was
be-
saying. I apologize for being late.
Yeah, okay, I'll start the bench warrant for you. What, let's see, I ordered anger management. Did you get your anger management done?
Being so lenient on
I'm
me.
sorry?
I said, I don't even like making excuses. You've been being so lenient on me, giving me so many chances to complete this little last 2 classes.
How much have you got done out of the class?
Man, I just got to get them last 2 done, Mr. Goggins. I ain't gonna lie, it be so much stuff keep on popping up in and out on me. tires busting.
Okay.
I just hit a pothole 3 days ago, bust all my tires.
Okay.
What?
All right, let's do this. Let's set a new show cause for May 31st at 8:30
He's drinking lean. He's drinking lean.
for you. That should give you enough time to get it
And I
done.
promise I'm gonna have
Okay.
everything squared away. For you. May 31st, everything gonna be squared. And I might bring you
Okay.
some lunch for you. So
Well,
cool.
don't bring
cool.
me lunch. That'll get both of us in trouble. But I will tell you, show
I
up on
ain't
that day, you'll make my day. Get it done and you'll make my day, okay?
I appreciate that. Appreciate
All right. All right. Yeah, you're all set.
All right.
Bye.
See you later.
Okay. All right, Mr.
Goggins is the man. Goggins is the absolute man. All right, this was from today. There were definitely some courts open, not a ton, but I was able to get something. So I started in one judge's courtroom, and then I found something. I recorded in the middle, and then I picked up where it left off. So you can enjoy this next clip.
Of your information, police.
I do.
Thank you. This is People versus Damian Romaine Williams. I've got 1 count of domestic violence, aggravated, second offense. Go ahead with your testimony, please.
Corporal Winward states I was dispatched to 18221 Hannah for domestic violence complaint. Dispatch advised that the caller had refused rescue and the boyfriend left the scene. I made contact with complainant victim Ashley Ruiz, who described how her boyfriend of 7 months, Damian Williams, punched her 2 to 3 times in the face. I could see that Ruiz was bleeding from her nose with blood staining her sweatshirt, and she pointed out that her front teeth were chipped. She complained of pain in the area where she was punched. I collected Ruiz's statement. During the interview, she stated that the assault happened in her vehicle while I was parked in the driveway of her house. So in addition to photographing her, the interior vehicle was photographed as well due to bloodstains on her seat covers that she stated resulted from the assault. Ruiz pointed out Williams' vehicle in the driveway. She said she wanted to press charges and that she didn't want the vehicle in her driveway. Gotch & Sons was notified for a private tow. As a record back in the driveway, a subject matching Williams' description came and stood in front of the vehicle and behind the record. Officer Marr and I approached him and asked him who he was, and Damian stated that it was him. I told him that he was under arrest and instructed him to turn around and place his hands behind his back. Officer, we transported Williams to Dearborn Jail for booking, and I stayed on scene until his vehicle was removed by Gotch & Sons. Victim Ashley Ruiz states, I've been dating Damian Williams for around 6 to 7 months. He doesn't live with me, and we don't have any children together. Tonight, he found out that someone else had a key to my house, a male friend of mine who was like a brother to me. We were sitting in my car in the driveway, and he didn't argue with me or anything. He just punched me 2 to 3 times in the face, and then he got out of the car and walked away. He's been kind of violent with me before, but he's never not like this. My face hurts where he hit me, but I don't want an ambulance. I want to press charges. I don't want his car here, so I'm going to have to find a tow out of my driveway.
Thank you. That's sufficient for the charges here. I do find probable cause. When was the prior DV conviction, please?
2017 in Flat Rock Police Department. He was convicted in December 21st, 2017.
All right, thank you. I do find probable cause signing this. We'll have counsel in just a moment. Hi, Ms. Stevenson. Are you ready on Mr. Williams? Otherwise, I'll jump to do the probable cause and look.
Stevenson, we all know who Miss Stevenson. She's a Judge Bryant defense attorney. She's making an appearance on President's Day. We love Judge Stevenson.
Good morning, Your Honor. I am
Attorney
ready on
Stevenson,
Mr.
sorry.
Okay, People versus Damian Romaine Williams, counsel.
For the record, Janice Stevenson appearing on behalf of Damian Williams, who stands mute, waives the reading of the information, asks the plea of not guilty, enter on his behalf. Mr. Williams has been advised, Your Honor.
Thank you, counsel. Court notes formal reading has been waived. Enters a not guilty plea on your client's behalf. I'll hear your argument, Esteban.
Mr. Williams has been diagnosed with asthma, Your Honor. He does advise me that he is the primary caregiver for his mother, who does not live in the city of Melvindale, Your Honor. He can live with his mother. She just had surgery, and he's been taking care of her. As the office indicated Mr. Williams and the complaining witness do not have any children together. I can represent they don't have any property in common. Mr. Williams has no reason to have any contact with this complaining witness. He has been employed locally, Your Honor, since October of 2022. Is a graduate of a local high school, does again take care of his mother, so he has ties to the community, doesn't have to have contact with the complaining witness for the location. Mr. Williams would like to get back to work, would like to be able to get to his inhaler if that is needed. It has not been needed at this point. We do have right now, some time has passed since today and the last conviction. Mr. Williams is asking to be released, Your Honor, on personal or nominal bond.
Thank you. This is his second offense, last offense having been a misdemeanor conviction in 2017. Quite frankly, I was inclined to impose a high cash bond in this case. My concern, though, is that there is seemingly an uncooperative complainant, and I don't know where it's going to go. But I am going to put him on a tether. This will be a $100,000 personal bond. GPS tether is required before he leaves the jail. That tether will only allow him to go to work and to work only. He is to have no contact with the complainant, meaning no verbal contact, no written contact, no contact with third parties or social media. Any attempt at contact with her will be considered a violation of the conditions of the bond, sir, and could land you back in there with this $100,000 number attached to you in a very different way. Do you understand?
Yes.
You're also to have no contact with that address where this is alleged to have happened.
So I cut the clip off because I had a really good defendant that I found on another live. So I thought you guys would appreciate this one. This guy's facial expressions are priceless. This is Judge Stacy Buchanan. She's the one that puts she, her pronouns in her personal meeting room description.
Miller 2200519FY. Appearance from counsel.
Good morning, Your Honor. Assistant Public Defender Sarah Donnelly on behalf of the defendant, who's appearing separately from the Lansing Police Department for the purpose of arraignment only.
Thank you. And are you Brian Keith Miller?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, Mr. Miller, you're before the court for an arraignment. Looks like there's a bench warrant for failure to appear for a probation violation arraignment. That was signed by Judge Flores back on January 17th, 2023. It is alleged that you're in violation of your probation, and it looks like you're on probation for an offense punishable by up to 93 days in jail. So if you're found to have violated your probation, you face up to 93 days with credit for any time that you've already served. The alleged violations today are technical violation, failure to make monthly payments owing $625. Technical violation, failure to enroll in drug and alcohol testing at Aver Health. Technical violation, failure to provide completion or enroll in MRT program. Non-technical violation, absconding with no communication with the probation officer since reviewing the orders on October 17 of 2022. You have the right to have an attorney in this matter. If you cannot afford one, we can see if the public defender's office will represent you. You have the right to have a hearing where it must be proven by a preponderance of the evidence that you violated the terms of your probation. Do you understand the possible penalty of violating probation, sir?
Yes, ma'am.
And do you understand the alleged violations?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, Ms. Donnelly, is Mr. Miller applying for a public defender in this matter?
He is, Your Honor.
All right, this case will be scheduled for a probation violation hearing with Judge Flores when
Thank you,
clerks
Laura.
are getting to work tomorrow. I actually cannot give you that date at this moment.
Flood the comments with which rapper does he look like? What rapper does he look like? Come on, Gen Xers. What rapper does he look like?
I guess we'll have to consider the issue of bond. The address they gave me is on Dorchester. Is that still a good address for you, sir?
Yes, ma'am.
Luda.
And the phone number that we've had on our file ends 7807. Is that still a good phone number?
No, ma'am. It's 517-702-8881.
Okay.
The
All
defendant.
right, Ms. Donnelly on bond.
Thank you, Your Honor. Mr. Miller reports that he still lives and works in the city of Lansing, that he he did not receive notice of the probation violation. He's lost his mail keys. He doesn't have access to mail right now. But he does know that he was on probation. It's my understanding that Judge Flores might have set a bond in this manner. If not, and it's all possible to get a personal recognizance bond, I do not believe that he is a risk to leave the jurisdiction, Your Honor, and I no indications that he would be any further danger to the public. So like I said, we'd be requesting, if at all possible, a PR bond or low 10%. Thank you.
Aside from risk to the community is the concern about failure to appear at court. And what we have here is not only a missed court date, but an allegation of just no contact with the probation agent. So I do not think a personal recognizance bond is appropriate at this time. Bond will be set at $3,000 cash surety. With a PR in 14.
Look at his faces.
Conditions of bond will be, don't leave the state, don't commit crimes, you must attend your court dates. Do not use alcohol or illegal drugs. Do not possess a firearm or a dangerous weapon.
Wait, me?
So what that means is, Mr. Miller, if you post bond, you can be released immediately, but if you are unable to post bond, you will be held no more than 14 days and probably less, because they're gonna set a court date and get you in.
Ma'am, due to the fact that I don't have my my mailbox key and my apartment complex is under new management, is there a way that you can email me the information, or can the court email me the information for my court dates? I don't want to miss none.
Yeah, so what you should probably do is contact your probation agent right away so that they can provide you all the information. That's what you should be doing and should have.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Okay, so follow up with probation. And so that they can make sure you have the information about your court dates. Because if you post this bond today and they set the date tomorrow, they're gonna mail it to you. Definitely you need to work on getting a mailbox key. I don't know how a person functions without getting mail for months on end. You miss a lot of things, I would think.
Like I said, ma'am, my apartment complex is under new management. I don't even get a contact with them. I done called, left voicemail, I'm just waiting.
Okay, I will talk to you about these other files now, sir.
Thank you.
You have these.
Oh, wait.
Nope, you're not done. You're
Yes,
not
it's money
done.
file.
You have several money
Buchanan
files
getting
here.
saucy.
On the record in state of Michigan versus Brian Keith Miller, these are 1600312 SM, 1701345 SM, 1403579 SM. Mr. Miller, these are all files that went into warrant status because you owe the court money and you've had several different contacts with the magistrate to make arrangements. So the last contact I have here says in October of 21, you said that you were working at Meyer Warehouse and that you were gonna pay $50 that day and set up a payment plan for monthly payments or do a wage assignment. And it looks like that did not happen. So then looks like Judge Simmons signed this warrant on January 24th of this year for failure to comply with making a payment arrangement. Mr. Miller, any reason why you don't just come in and make some kind of arrangement? You don't have to have money in your pocket that day. You just have to come in.
That honestly still my mind. I've been having a lot going on lately. I'm sorry, but that's no excuse. I've just been going through a lot lately. I'm trying to get myself back on my feet, pick myself up. I'm working 2 jobs. I can do better, I will do better.
Yeah, but see, that's not gonna get me to lift these benchmarks. We have to do something. So it looks like the total you owe right now is in the neighborhood of $2,404. And
She will literally put him on like $20 every 2 weeks. She literally said, just show up. Like, that's like 95% of what they're asking. Just show up. You can't even do that.
let's see, January of 2019, you gave the magistrate some excuses and agreed to pay. In May of 2019, you again agreed to pay. In September of 2019, you also gave some explanations and agreed to pay. October of 21, again, some more explanations and agreement to pay. So it's just a constant circle. So we can set a payment arrangement right now that you're actually going to do, or I can order you to come into the court tomorrow and meet with the collections officer and set up your payment arrangement. But if you don't make a payment arrangement, warrants go out. Warrants cost $50. So you just keep making it bigger. So what are you gonna do? Are you gonna, what payment arrangement do you want to make, or you want to come in and see the clerk tomorrow?
If I can get out of jail, yeah, I'll come in tomorrow and see him, yes, ma'am. And make an arrangement. I'll pay this up. I got to.
All right, we're going to add a $50 bench warrant fee because you've had this conversation with the magistrate no less than 4 times. And then I'm putting that you're going to report to collections within 24 hours of your release. And I guess I shouldn't say tomorrow. Tomorrow the court is closed for inventory. So the soonest you can come in is Wednesday, is the first day we're open. So if you're out, you need to be here Wednesday setting up a payment plan. Like I said, you don't even have to have money in your pocket to set up a payment plan. You just have to come in with an idea of how much you can afford to pay monthly.
Yes,
Okay.
ma'am.
Continue to ignore this. You're going to keep going in this circle of arrest. It doesn't help you keep a job. It doesn't help you with anything. So just keep in contact.
Like I'm potentially finna lose my job now.
Okay.
So you're starting it tomorrow, like every other defendant. I just started my job tomorrow. I just started it yesterday.
We're done for real.
Buchanan was saucy with this case. She's usually bland and dry, but she was saucy on this one. All right, this next clip is coming from one of my faithful listeners, one of my moderators, Marilyn. She sent me the clip. Thank you so much. Keith, and if you guys have, I know a lot of you go in Keith, Kenneth King's chat. He is chatting with you all day. He answers every comment he can, literally every comment. I've had conversations with him that, like, he's so upbeat. He loves his job. He appreciates everyone in the chat. So, and he really doesn't get mad. He really doesn't have a lot of good clips because he's just a mild-mannered judge. But this one, the guy got him PO'd. And I thank Marilyn for this one because I didn't catch this one. Thank you, Marilyn.
No contact. No contact means no contact, period. I would like to know the precise language of the bond condition. If there's a written order that says
No,
spell
N-O, contact, C-O-N-T-A-C-T. No contact whatsoever.
Could the court please provide the bond order via email to myself?
No contact. No contact means no contact, period.
I would like to know the precise language of the bond condition. If there's a written order that says
no, spell N-O, contact.
Thank you, Marilyn. I appreciate that. Next one is from another faithful fan. He wants to remain nameless. His handle is at it is Jeezit. And I'll flash it on the screen. It's a lighthearted Simpson moment. Very cool Simpson moment. We probably, some of you have seen it, but it's just what Simpson's all about. And I appreciate this clip too. Thank you, Serenity. And thank you, Sharon. Thank you so much. And how good have my editing skills been getting, huh? Wow. I am lighthearted Simpson moment. Gotta love it. Here we go.
Waived. Okay, I see. Ma'am, what are we going to do on your case?
Am I able to get counsel?
What if I said no? No, I'm kidding. Okay, you wouldn't,
Sorry.
she wouldn't have known what to do. All right.
I wouldn't have known what to say. I'm sorry.
She was like, is he serious? Oh, no. It's okay. Relax. It's a bit of end of the day judicial humor. All right. This is a PD case. She's already been arraigned, Miss Reed.
If we could just ask for an adjourned pre-trial date so that we can review the case with her, I believe that 2 weeks would be sufficient.
What if I said no? No, I'm kidding. I just had everybody. Okay, so I just had
If
to
you
do
said
that.
no, then I would ask for a breakout room.
And then I would say no. She's
I know you would.
Reed's not getting a breakout room ever again. ever again. That was a little smart comment. I'm not gonna hold Miss Harvey. Miss Harvey, I won't hold that against you. Miss
Thank
Reed's
you,
gonna pay a
Your
price. At some point, she's gonna pay a price for that. All right.
It's the end of the day humor.
Yeah, I know, but you don't have to get crazy. All right. Okay, and I'll adjourn this matter to March 8th, 2023, 9 a.m.
Thank you. I'll be in touch with Harvey.
Okay, thank you.
Breakout room. All right. Do you have her information or no?
Let me double check and see if it is in
The system.
system. Actually, we do not. It does not look like there's a phone number in.
Okay.
So Ms. Harvey, could you call?
Let's do this. Hold on. No. Is Mr. Ariza yours?
Yeah.
He is? Is he your case? Okay, we got to get an interpreter up. So here's what I'm going to do, Miss Harvey. And don't ever say I didn't do anything nice. Put them into a breakout room so she can get that information. Put Miss Reed into a breakout room with Miss Harvey. And don't ever say I didn't give you one. Just put them into a breakout room. And I'm only doing that for Miss Harvey.
I will remember this
Thank you, Your
forever.
All right. We'll see you in a few weeks.
Okay.
These judges are literally the reason why I got rid of cable TV, and I could throw out my TVs. I don't even use them anymore. It's YouTube all the time. It's judges all the time. It's law tubers all the time, and I even watch myself. Yes, I'm getting a little vain and watching myself. No, I just want to improve. My first couple of videos were so cringy and so loud. Oh God, I was like, ugh. I hate myself, but it is what it is. All right. I'm going to set this next one up for you. I got 2 clips. They're off the beaten path. They're not court. We didn't have a lot of court clips because there hasn't really been court too much. But what I have to say is if you have ever seen a Scranton City Council meeting, they are a different breed of people. I'm going to start off with the most notorious man in Scranton City Council history. His name is Ray Lineman. He is unbelievable. Just listen to him. He is a classic. Then I'm going to follow that up with the Carpentersville Bindergate story, and I hope you enjoy it. It's just a little something extra on President's Day. Thought I'd get a little silly council meetings, little government going on today. So let's enjoy. 188 in the room. Smash that like button, please. Like and subscribe. Here we go.
Raymond Lyman. Mrs. Catelli, 2 weeks ago, my friend Max and I wrote 2 letters, 5-page letters, one to the Federal Attorney General and one to the ACLU about this mayor and the city council, 4 of these city council members, violation of civil rights. Not Mrs. Evans, but the other 4. You took our rights away with this ridiculous 4 minutes fighting with people, not giving us answers, and telling people you're out of order. Ridiculous. I'm waiting for a response for the federal attorney general and the ACLU. And once I get that, I'm gonna I'm gonna find out what to do with the federal attorney general. And then I'm gonna talk to my lawyer about possible. Every time I come up here, you always saying I'm out of order. Well, I'm gonna think about suing the city about that. Violation of my civil rights. Because I think it's kind of ridiculous.
Ridiculous. I love it.
Now, I want to ask a few questions. Mrs. Catelli, you said a couple of weeks ago, now I don't want you screaming and hollering at me, but I tape every meeting since the city council started. But you said now that your husband wasn't running for office.
Oh,
But in the newspaper,
my husband, you can call my husband and ask him, okay?
oh, I talked to your husband.
Yeah, we'll call him and ask him.
And
I have nothing
your
to do
husband
with
said
his
if I
decision.
wrote, okay, wait, Mrs. Catelli, if I wrote on his petition that my street could have got plowed,
You're a liar.
I'm not a liar.
Your husband doesn't even know you.
He didn't know who I
I'll
was.
ask you.
He did not know who I was, Mrs. Catelli. Once he knew on my name, he didn't want my name on his petition.
Oh.
Mrs. Catelli. Once he knew who I was,
Mr. Lyman.
you calling me a liar?
There
You
it
can
is.
call me a liar, what you want, but he wanted my name on his petition when he was
Very
running.
inappropriate to say those.
Well, you can say that, but he said if I had his name on his petition, I could have my street plowed
Oh, really?
and Capal's Avenue paved.
Oh, that's great.
That's what he said.
That's great. Did you sign it?
No,
You
no,
didn't want the street paved that bad then, did you?
no. Because I'm waiting for when Lee Morgan and Andy Sparaglia take over Bill Cartwright's seat and Mr. McGrath to get rid of those two. Mr. Cartwright, I have a couple of questions to ask you. Mr. Cartwright, you remember when you voted? And you can answer this after I sit down.
3 minutes.
Well, I'm going to ask these questions. No, I'm going to ask these questions. No, I'm going to ask these questions, Mrs. Catelli. Well, I'm going to ask these questions. Mr. Cartwright, do you remember the 5.5, Mr.
Hey, would you please remove him? Now, this is the second time.
Well, I'm going to file a lawsuit.
Go ahead, file all the lawsuits you want.
And I want him to arrest me. Let me see if him arrest me.
You need to respect everyone else.
Oh, I want to see him arrest me.
They need a turn.
I want to see him arrest me on TV. I want to see him arrest me. No, I want to see him arrest me. I want to see him arrest me. You gonna have me arrested, Mrs. Catelli?
I told you to get away from the podium. Your time is up.
Arrest me on TV.
Turn the cameras off. Raymond, please, come on.
He's arguing this is the best.
And then I will file a lawsuit with the city of Scranton, violation of my civil rights.
I make a motion that we adjourn the meeting.
Second.
All in favor? Aye. Thank you.
Raymond Lyman.
Ray Lyman,
I
man. Look at
didn't
him.
quite hear you, Ray. Could you state your name again, please?
Raymond Lyman.
So Jane hears you. Thank you.
Yeah, I have a couple of questions. Number one, why do we have the sign-in sheet again? We didn't have it at the beginning when you took office as president. Brian, can you answer that question?
Well, I'm the one that reinstituted it, so if Brian would like to speculate.
Okay.
I just thought it worked well during the some of the
I
longer
liked it when we
meetings we
didn't
had.
have it.
Well,
I want
well,
it back the way it was.
I appreciate your comment, Ray, but
I want it
for the
back
time
the way
being,
it
I'm
was.
gonna go with it. I'm gonna go with it, buddy.
I want to go back the way it was.
I don't.
Well, I want it the way it was.
Okay.
So
But-
I want it the way it was.
I understand.
But we'll do it the way it was.
No, we won't.
Yes, we will.
Ray, okay.
I'm a taxpayer. We'll do it the way.
Do you have anything else, Ray?
Okay, and we got a couple other stuff.
Okay, go ahead.
2 weeks ago, I didn't like it what you did. I mean, Mr. Reed, Mr. Gahulio, I liked it what you two did. voted against it, against the recovery plan. That was good. That recovery plan was ridiculous. That was the most ridiculous plan ever advised. That mayor, he don't know what the hell is he doing. They could have did something else. They could have went back with the state, with the union, and started again. The unions should file every lawsuit and stiff it and teach you guys a lesson. Look at the Terriani fire that just happened Saturday. What if 5 or 6 firemen got killed? And now this recovery plan went. What if that was Redner's and there were people in that Redner's? What if those people were there and they were trapped? And those families were shopping and they were trapped and they got killed. You're responsible. You are.
I don't agree with you.
You are responsible because you passed that recovery plan. Because you fired firemen and then you were going to hire stinking...
We did not fire firemen.
You are going to hire like those Greenwood firemen, part-timers that don't know what the hell they're doing.
Ray, you're out of order. You're out of order. I'm going to give you the opportunity.
Because I know Greenwood firemen.
Out of order, Ray.
I know them.
I'm going to give you an opportunity to collect yourself, or I'm going to ask you to step down.
Kevin.
Please, be a gentleman.
Kevin, I know Greenwood firemen. They don't know what the hell they're doing.
Please step down. You're out of order. Step down, Ray.
Kevin.
Next speaker.
Kevin,
please.
Just listen to me.
Ray.
Just one
Ray,
second.
You're out of order. Please step down.
Okay, now I'm going to give you a little dose of what else is in Scranton.
Next
We're going to
speaker,
get
please.
little tidbits of Ray Lyman. I'm not going to go crazy with Ray Lyman. I'm going to give you another little bit of Scranton.
Raymond Lyman.
Oh, yeah, Raymond Lyman. There he is, baby.
Some people ask me the reason why I wasn't coming to these meetings. And the reason why I wasn't coming to these meetings was because I got a letter from City Council. No, the reason why I wasn't coming to these meetings was because I got a letter from President Judy Catelli and Emma Minor saying that...
You never got a letter from me.
Never got those letters.
Well, I did get a letter.
Show it to me because I want to see who's forging my name.
Well, I'll bring
I
it
never
next
sent
week.
you a letter.
I'll bring it next
I want
week.
a copy of the letter.
Because I got it with my letter from my lawyer.
Did you bring it with you?
I didn't bring it today.
Who's
I'll
your
bring it
lawyer?
next week.
Who's your lawyer? I'll contact him and get it from him.
I'll bring it next week.
Who's your lawyer? I'll contact him and get it from him.
Edward Pulaski.
Pulaski, where's his office?
He's just lying.
He has one in Peckville and one down here on Luzerne on Lackawanna Avenue. I'll bring it down.
And he has a copy of that letter, you say?
He has the original.
He has the original of that letter.
Letter that was sent to me.
Okay. I'll get it from him.
No, I'll bring it down.
It's okay. I'll get it from him.
I'll bring it down.
There's no reason why we can't get that park back.
Here we go.
Western Fields, we're not worried about that park. We're worried about Naillet Park. And why do everybody in Scranton got to pay taxes? Everybody in Scranton pay taxes. I'd like to know why. And I do. And up at Trip Park, we have to pay taxes and they don't. It's not right. Is there a reason for that, Mr. Murphy?
Yeah, that's a state program.
Okay. We need some more up on Parrot Avenue. Parrot Avenue. There's a big hole in the road. My buddy Pat told me about it. And I made a tissue. You remember you were here. You got the tissue lights up there. On Parrot, all the way down the houses. I never seen the lights up. I never seen them up. The ones up by the house, up by the ball field got lights up, yes. We didn't get the lights by the ball, by the houses, like he was saying.
Mr. Stucker, just as a point of information for you, once we receive a complaint
such as that, we send it down to our engineering department and they look at it and they make a determination based on their knowledge and expertise as to whether or not it's appropriate to put lights in that particular area or signage in a particular area. It's not a question of council making that determination. It's a qualified professional making the call.
And we got to stop. We need a light over there bad on Moosey Street. Real bad. Somebody's going to get killed. And I was here last Monday about it, and I know Jimmy he's seen about getting get a paper to sign downstairs. I didn't hear anything about it yet.
What block is that, Mr. Starker?
Right there by the Chinese food there on Moosey, by the gas station. We need a light there real bad. Somebody's going to get killed there yet. One of the kids or little kids running around back and forth that street. Little parents ain't with the kids.
We could have that looked at.
The kids ain't up. The parents ain't watching the kids. We just had a fire down there. We had a fire down there like 2 weeks ago. A month ago. Well, actually a week. We had a fire down there. One of my buddies' houses caught on fire.
Scranton City Council meeting, Nemo. Scranton, Pennsylvania City Council meetings.
No, can you see about getting that them light holes fixed up on Parrot for us?
Yeah, we'll have somebody go over there and check out Parrot Avenue, make sure the.
Means I don't live there.
One of the problems is right now.
I don't live over there, so it means there's a guy named Pat.
Well, one of the problems.
A guy named Pat.
In January is you can't really be patching holes during the winter.
Yeah.
And as soon as the weather breaks, the city's they'll be out trying to actually probably be a pothole hotline. Call up, let us know where the problems are. We'll forward them down to the DPW, and hopefully they'll do the best job they can.
Okay, right off of Kaiser Avenue, there's Pat's mother lives over there. There's no lights where Gabe's diner used to be.
Pat's mother lives there.
There's no lights on that street at all on both sides.
There's a multi-million-dollar state project going on there right now, and I'm sure those lighting issues will be addressed as the project progresses. Thank you.
Okay.
Thanks, John.
I'm Dave Tannehill, and haven't been here for 6 months. Had a problem with the house in Greenridge that I bought and tried to save and was taken down by the city. But my main complaint here is that I would like to talk to the law department. I see they're kind of busy right now, but we'll talk to them later.
He said they're busy because of
the point here is, the fact is, $21,000 lien. Well, any of you gentlemen sitting up there today probably all own homes.
Just trying to get back on focus.
Or whatever.
Right.
When you get something like this that is not even
Your time is up, Mr. Lyman.
versed,
Next speaker,
not even
please.
brought in, not even,
Next speaker, please.
how would you say it without getting upset? Not even told about. I tried to save this home in Greenridge, and all I did was get blown up for it. All right, my point is, I'd like to ask the law department a couple of questions.
That's not possible at this time. If you want to get legal counsel and you'd like to ask them questions, have them submit something to them, I'm sure they develop some correspondence. Gene Hickey is not legal
And I
counsel
want them off the streets,
for
all the cops, all the bicycle cops. I don't care what anybody says. Every time I make a turn, they alongside of me. I'm getting sick of it. Why? I'm 57 years old. Why does cops have to harass me? They come to my house. They come to everybody's door, knock on door, look for trouble.
Mr. Stucker, if you had a problem with the police officer, if you were arrested for some reason, this isn't a place to discuss that. If you have a problem or if you want to bring an issue up down at the courts as pertains to a police officer or several police officers, this isn't the place for that.
Well, hey, I got my right to speak.
Not on that issue.
Oh. What reason? Why? Is there a reason why?
This isn't a court of law.
There's no reason for them to bother me. I don't bother them. That's why I want an answer. Okay. Why?
Well, we understand that. I understand what you said, but we're not going to discuss
the professionalism of the
wrist?
police department as it results to your personal arrest.
They cut my wrist with the handcuffs?
You're out of order, Mr. Stuckert. Please step down. Next speaker, please.
Good evening, ladies. Good evening, gentlemen. Good evening, viewers. Everybody else. We have a very large crowd, and I'm pleased to see this many people. My name is Tim Redfield of North Scranton, sir.
Thank you.
What brings me up is, one, I haven't seen a crowd this much in a long time, and I think that's fantastic if we had like this more often at this place, which is great news. Two, Post and Taxi came up to people several months ago about bringing cab service into Scranton, okay? That was a few months ago, and we only have 5 cabs from Post and Taxi Cab. And their base headquarters is out of Wilkesboro, which is out of 40 drivers. Yeah, look, they do add up. So if you call a cab, guess what? You're going to wait an hour and 20 minutes more.
What's up, Ed?
Stick with McCarthy. They're nice too, but they have a large quantity of cabs, and they can be there a lot quicker when you need one. Number 3, there was a graduation last Friday of my brother's daughter that graduated. She deserved an honor and other big awards, and said she got into the paper.
The best part is the cameraman cuts to the city council people at the perfect time. It's like he's filming it for a TV show. Like, this is just public access. Who cares about his graduation? It's fantastic.
And I thought that was great, and she deserved every minute, every word of those and honors.
Look at them.
So the only thing I wanted to speak to you about is
we're being
is
trolled.
trying to get those signs, which I spoke to number of times in North Scranton about the don't walk, do walk signs that were supposed to be replaced and never did. Don't ask why. I guess the traffic and maintenance guy only works from 6 in the morning till 12 noon and then says bye.
What?
But I mean, after 12 o'clock noon, it's like you're trying to get a hold of them, or 1 o'clock in the afternoon. You can't even get a hold of them for something. Not even a question, because it's not there. And if you're at work yourself, like I am, it's gonna be very hard.
Do you have anything else?
No, sir. Thank you very much, though. But can you answer that question now about the traffic thing, sir?
All right, Tim.
Can you answer the question?
We'll check on the traffic thing, for the traffic light.
Well, this is my neighbor and her little girl. I want you to know that yesterday afternoon, I went to clean my yard, and on my back porch, there was a rat the size of a cat, dead, of course, because we put poison outside. Mr. Gahuli came and saw the mess we have in our yard. Mr. Parker was over Saturday. Mr. Parker's answer to this problem? Put a new fence up. I'm sure that the rats will say, let's not pass Mr. Parker's fence and go into the yard. This is not just my house. It is several houses on the block. We do not have mice. Your gentleman, okay, and I guess these supervisors of the DPW came to my house today. I had the rat put in a coffee can. The man opened it up, and not to disrespect this council, said, oh, the S word. My God, he could not believe the size of the rats. Then I had 3 other city workers come to my house. This city has the pipe and has the material to close our backyard up. Okay, we have it. It's there. Okay, we can get it done in 2 days, they said. We can fit a backhoe in our backyard. You have the pipe. You have the plastic pipe that will go into my yard and her yard, where this baby could finally play in her backyard with her toys. And that pipe will last 1,000 years. It will be off your back. I will be off your back. Mr. Parker is trying to pacify me. You can tell him personally for me, I was off a pacifier at 18 months. I'm not about to shut up now. Not when it comes to rats, not when it comes to children, and not when it comes to my landlord paying as much tax as he's doing on this house for this city. Okay, I am not going to be quiet, and I'm not going to be nice. My next step, and I know you want to help me because Mr. Gahuli was there. He saw that. He saw it. Okay, he saw the gross, the stench, the mosquitoes in the summer, the rats. I got one sitting on my front porch. Anyone in this room who feels free to come and see the amount of rats that we've collected from the outside of our house. Today, when it rained and snowed, 2 of them came in my basement, ate the poison. 1 got in the trap. The other one died of the poison. Okay, in the last 4 days, we have gotten 5 rats. And we are not talking about mice, gentlemen. We are talking about rats. Okay, and then I called the Department of Safety, asked them, how do I dispose of these rats? Do you know what I heard? Throw them in your garbage. Really? Throw them in my garbage. Let's see, what kind of disease do rats hold? I throw them in the garbage and the bag breaks, and one of our wonderful garbage men who do a wonderful job in the city picked this up. What kind of disease is going to hit his hands? Do we have any kind of sympathy or any kind of safety for our workers in this city? I think that was the wrong answer. We do not. We need to get these rats removed and put in a place where they could probably be burnt. You know what I mean? We all know what kind of diseases rats hold. The gentleman did come from the city, Mr. Gahuli, by the way, and moved that plaque over, but we still have a hole this big. We're not going to do anything till we get the tubing in. We have the tubing. Let's work on it. Come on. Mr. Parker, I don't know. I know he's trying to save the city money. I know he is. I know the city's in great, financial thing. But what about our children? Do we all have to move out of Scranton to get you to understand this must be addressed? And it's not just my neighborhood. It goes up to Marywood also. It goes on the other side of Greenridge Street also. How much longer? Till this child gets bit by a rat? Look at her. Look at her face and tell me she can't play in her backyard. You tell me she does not have a right with the rents we're paying in this town, that she doesn't have a right to have a swing set.
One minute left, ma'am.
Thank you. She doesn't have the right to have a pool. We don't have a right to have a barbecue. You tell me at $575 a month, I don't have the right to use my backyard, and I'll gladly move out of Scranton. First and foremost, I did get a private attorney to help me with this matter. So you can bring that to Mr. Parker. Thank you so much. And Mr. Gahuli, thank you so much.
Good evening, ladies. Good evening, gentlemen. Good evening, Mr. Windermanor.
One more, and then I'm going to do the Bindergate. Here we go. This lady is unbelievable. Do not mess with this lady. Thank you, France, for the donation. Thank you so much for the super
How you doing? My name's Gene Sweater, Scranton resident, 1549 Gardner Avenue. How's everybody tonight?
Good, Gene. How are you?
Good. I enjoyed coming down Mulberry Street. Our maintenance guys did a wonderful job putting the Christmas lights up. But why are they turned on since 2 weeks before Halloween?
What are we talking about?
What are you talking
The
about?
Christmas lights are all on. 2 weeks before Halloween. I heard a rush in the season, but wait a minute. Go down Mulberry Street, all the lights are on. They've been on for the last 3 weeks. All these little green, red poinsettias, they're lit up down there.
When do they normally go up? Does anyone know?
Well, they usually go up during the warmer weather. The maintenance guys, they jump on it, but not turn them on.
Okay.
I mean, the tower ain't even lit at the Times building, but Scranton got Christmas lights. Who's
I
paying
don't
for
think
it?
I've ever seen it in October.
Yeah, I'm not.
October the 9th, the lights were turned on.
October the 9th.
I'm sorry. Thank you very much.
Shut up.
Easy, Gene.
But really, the lights has been on since October the 9th. Isn't that rushing the season? And who's paying the bill? Mr. Cartwright, DeBellio, Janet, McTiernan, Poaches, me, who?
All of us.
Yeah. Why? Give me an answer.
I don't know.
First time I'm down here.
We don't know.
We can ask.
They were on when I left council last week. I'm not disputing you. I just don't know why they were on.
They're on.
I believe you. I saw them. I don't know why.
Well, I wouldn't lie to you.
No, I know you would.
Gene,
What?
you have to address council.
All right. That's all.
Hey, Kerry,
Thank you.
what's up,
Gene.
me?
Appreciate that.
Just find out.
Phyllis, I know I have to remind you.
Excuse me, I know what you're going to say. And
Let me
I gotta
say it
show
first.
her.
Let me say it first.
Excuse me, Mr.
Let me say it
Cavelli.
first. Wait a minute. Wait a minute.
Say it
Wait a minute.
first, but make sure they don't cut the thing off like
All
they've
right.
been doing on me. Because people are watching and they said that they've been cutting off
Okay.
my voice.
Let's make sure that there's no prayers, please. We appreciate you being here and try to stick to city business. Thank you, Phyllis.
May the peace of the Lord Jesus Christ, Father, Son, and Holy Spirit be with you. Assalamu alaikum, shalom, freedom, pace, ta'al in this area.
Thank you.
Thank you.
That accent is
There's
priceless.
a sign that fell over by Mulberry Towers that got to be repaired. And I just went today to to the MRI center, and I'm sitting on this big rock. They need to put a little bench there for the disabled people because I want you to know I am challenged. I'm a challenged person, but I'm not as challenged, mentally challenged as people think.
Excuse me, Phyllis.
Over the
We
weeks
have to,
since I've been here.
Phyllis, I have to address the audience, please. Please, if everyone would keep their voices down while there's a speaker at the podium. Thank you very much. Go right ahead.
Over the weeks I've been here, I look very much into the person's heart and most of all their actions. And the first week I was here, I was very frustrated and hurt because someone harassed me and a lot of things happened that was sequestered in this area. And I gave you documents to be exposed to the city of Scranton, which might be personal to you, but or you might think personal to me, but this has to do with from the town of Einan to the city of Scranton, to New York City, to the United Nations. I want this to be a better town. And I love my country. When I spoke to you, you had told me, Mrs. Evans was very kind. They says, we will talk to you after
Serenity.
everything was over. Mrs. Evans was kind. She gave me a few minutes. But her husband comes to me and says to me, you know what you need, you know what you need. And I said,
Serenity now, serenity now.
% are going to hell and the other percentage became priests. He says, you need an exorcism. I want to tell you, I exercise. That's one of the gifts God's given me.
Phyllis,
So the second week went by.
Phyllis, try to stay to city business now.
It is city
and please
business.
keep
It's
your
about
voices.
It ain't city business. It ain't city business. All right, we're going to go to Bindergate. I've gotten a lot of hits in the comments after my first city council meeting one. This is out of Carpentersville, Ohio, and these guys are in a bubble of their own. And this is Bindergate. So just follow. It's a short clip. I thought you guys would really enjoy it.
Meeting, people were talking about home foreclosures and where they could get more information. And there was a website that was noted. And I went to that website, but I was a bit disappointed because I saw a lot of negative comments about board members, and I just was not happy about it. There was too much personal information that shouldn't have been there to be village, and everything. And clearly when you looked at this website, it looked clearly almost like a campaign of some sort instead of an information site. And I basically just wanted to, give a little reminder that, the website, village website.
Yeah, Illinois, I'm sorry. I said Ohio. I'm sorry.
Information only and not for campaigning or anything. And, and I thought Mr. Sardo would know about that. And so I was just really pretty disappointed. Thank you.
Now, the next item, unfortunately, this is an item I really don't want to talk about, but I guess I don't have much choice. And I'm going to refer to the recent January 19th date when I was getting ready to file petitions for people to run for offices. And I had my petitions all bound up in with binders like this. And I left my home. And just as I left home, Trustee Hines can attest to this. He gave me a couple of additional petitions that were not bound in my form yet. And I know this story might not seem like it's going anywhere, but it goes directly to a very important issue. So I took those loose papers and my bound papers, and I brought them here to Village Hall. And I needed someplace to take them apart. I didn't want to stand in the hallway and take them apart and have them go all over, because I'm not the most delicate person. So I went into Manager Anderson's office and I said, Manager Anderson, do you have a flat space where I can take my papers and unbind them and put the two new forms in and number them up? And he said, sure, go over there to those cabinets over on the side and work there. Well, lo and behold, I don't know how else to say this, but someone wrote an email or a blog and accused me of taking the binder clips from the manager's office and proceeded to make a long explanation about how that makes me a bad person and that I'm thinking that I'm entitled to do things. And in no way, shape, or form did I take those binder clips. I already had them. And I started, and I thought, I'll just forget this. This is so stupid that I'm not even going to respond to it. But then somebody called me and said, you know, even if you did take those, it wouldn't be a big deal. And right then and there, I realized what was happening. Character assassination starts with little lies. And as those lies, and then another little lie, and then another, and then it's easy to believe a big lie about someone if you believe 4 or 5 or 6 little lies. So I have to address this. I cannot let it go. I am an honest person. I do not borrow village equipment. I don't take village equipment. And for someone to say that I did is pathetic. And if you have any doubts about my story, there was another person in the room, and I think they will agree that I had binder clips when I came in, and that was the end of the story. I didn't need any village binder clips. Now, I know I'm going along and I sound excited, but I'm pretty proud of my character. I'm an honest person. All day long, I'm an honest person. And 60 years of honesty, I'm not going to let that be overcome by somebody who character assassinates me with lies. And that's a lie. I did not touch a village binder clip. And for someone to say that I did, and that makes me entitled, and I feel like I can just do what I want, is pathetic. And this has nothing to do with the upcoming election or anything like that. This is me right now as a village trustee being accused of something so stupid as that. And that's enough. I've said more than I wanted to say, but if you have any questions, there's somebody else sitting at this table who said a lie, and there's somebody else who witnessed the truth. And you can ask them how that could have happened. That's the end of my report.
And just to answer the woman who came forward to talk about the blog site, and you know, for those that are not aware of it, it's my personal blog site. It's not a village blog site. It's my own, and that blog site is used for personal issues. I do talk about village matters on there as well, but it also things that pertain to the village. So there is some politics involved in some of those postings. But to say that that information is from the village, it's not from the village. It's a personal blog site that I run personally. So, and in answer to Trustee Ritter, I stand by everything that's on that blog site, and I put it out there because it is the truth. And I am also 60 years old, And if Trustee Ritter wants to, put his 60 years up against my 60 years of honesty, I'll match him day for day, year for year. So, I think that says all I need to say on that issue.
Okay, guys. Hope you had a good night. Hope you enjoyed the live. Thank you, everybody, for the super chat, super stickers. Remember, I got a overlay coming, an interactive polling. Everything is going to be brand new logo, new everything. And it's all because of you guys. Thank you so much. Have a good night, and I will see you tomorrow.